Live Sunshine. Today we have Arrow Season 5. Spring, I think. I never know what to call these. It's like a spring premiere because it was the winter finale. So we have the premiere for the back half of Season 5. And lot to rant about. I don't think there's a lot to discuss or review because it's just all bad. Because I can't think of one thing that's actually going good, especially in this episode. So let's start off by what just happened. What happened to the old Arrow? Season 2, the main premise of the show was fighting, and that's just not there anymore. You used to get 2, maybe 3 fight scenes every episode, and they would be good. They would be well choreographed. But now you have to wait till the last 10 minutes to get a cool fight scene, and it's just overpopulated, I think, with too many characters and too many story arcs. I think that is the main thing that's going on. And I've always said in my past videos, I don't I will never criticize somebody's work, a video game or a movie, if I couldn't think of a way to do it better. And this one, it's just it's so blatantly obvious on how to do everything about this show better. So I'm kind of gonna go on an Arrow rant, but focused around this episode. So this episode, it brings back Laurel, basically, or for the first there are no spoilers in this because everybody knows, it's not Laurel. It's in the trailer. That's Black Siren, basically. So there are no spoilers really for this thing. I'm just gonna talk about the whole idea of it, the whole idea of bringing back Laurel. When we have Renee, we have Rory, we have Mr. Terrific. We used to have Evelyn, and Prometheus is coming in, and they're still trying to deal with Diggle's arc, and they have Felicity trying to be the main character when it's a show called Arrow. The show can't handle this many characters, and now they're bringing in, at the end of the episode, they brought in a new Black Canary, basically, and it's just why can't you guys just fix your main characters before you get on into supporting characters and bringing in new people? Because at the moment, there's just nothing that these characters are doing that's, I think, in the best interest for the show. The show used to be so good when it was focused around the fighting and the action, because Green Arrow, I was okay with them not going off of canon in the earlier seasons because of the show and because it was of its how good it was, like The Walking Dead. I don't care if they don't follow any of these books, but it's such a good show that I don't care. It just takes characters, and that's fine, but because it's such a good show. And when they had a Arrow not making the Green Arrow jokes, and they had Oliver on this show, not being like the Oliver Queen in the comics, we just had the best villain. We had Deathstroke, and we had a great arc, we had great character development, we had great characters, and everything was just going good. So I didn't care about any of that. But once Felicity came into the mix, and I started getting deeper into Green Arrow mythology, because when I started watching Arrow the day it came on, before I was even into comic books. This was a long time ago. It was probably a few months before I really got into comic books. The show premiered, so I was okay with him in season 2, especially. I was shipping Olicity, and it pains me to say it, but then I was delving deeper into the mythology of Green Arrow, and I realized that that's not okay. It's Green Arrow and Black Canary, and I know Mark Guggenheim and his stupid writers. I don't want to call them stupid. I really don't. But you know what? They're fucking stupid as shit. But okay. They said that they don't take anything from the internet. They don't take anything from the comics. They're making their own show. But bitch, get your own characters if you're gonna do that. You're not gonna be disrespecting my characters that I love and I've supported for a long time. Well, since 2012. A little before that, I kind of knew who Green Arrow was, but you're not gonna be stomping on these characters' legacies just because you want to make a show that's not following continuity. So it's or canon, but it's just not okay that the show's not good anymore. It's okay if they bring this shit back on track, and every time I think they're gonna do it, they killed off Laurel. It was a rough 3 days. I didn't talk for that. I didn't talk that much. I was just really mad, but I just when they brought her back, or when they killed her, there was a theory going around that she faked her death, and I was just waiting. I was like, okay, maybe she faked her death. Turned out she didn't. At the end of the first half of season 5, Laurel's coming back. Okay, that's cool. And then it was Black Siren. Now they're bringing, and then in this episode, Laurel was maybe we had the hope that maybe Black Siren would turn into a new Black Canary, which was a very small, slim hope, but it was there, and that turned out to be false. Then, at the end of the episode, we get a new Black Canary. This is what, like, it should have been from the beginning. Like, we should have fucked with Black Canary and Oliver Queen from the beginning. We should have done that, but now they're finally realizing maybe we should do that. And it's like, you gotta understand that you can't just throw a character in here because you think it's gonna work out at that moment. You gotta understand that I hate telling these writers or anybody, like, or the people that are watching these videos that I think I'm a better writer, but because these guys are professional writers, but like, you gotta understand that you can't take these characters and be like, I think Dinah, introducing a new Black Canary, probably not even named Dinah Lance or something. Like, they could do something like Dinah. They should name her Dinah, but they're not going to, because it's obviously, we're hopeful for it, so they're not going to do it. But they're not going to, even if they do it, what are you going to do with Diggle's storyline? What are they going to do with all the other characters, and what are they going to do with everything else like going on in the show that's bad? You can't just have a small bit of the show that's good and then a little bit that's bad. Like with Gotham, it's like all around a good show. You have good character development, good characters, you have good story arcs, and it knows how to handle itself. This show just went straight downhill after back half of season 3. Like, it's really just went downhill. After he got killed by Raish, it just went down. So the episode was not good. It didn't, it just brought in a whole new arc for like John, Diggle, and it brought in the new Black Canary, and we're gonna have to deal with Curtis. He's not gonna be on the team anymore, thank God. His stupid mask was just horrible to look at. It was just like laughable. It was so stupid to look at. I'm sorry if you hear this like buzzing. That's my computer like overheating. I don't know. It doesn't like when I record videos for this long, but it's just like we can't have that. We can't we gotta find a way to fix that. And I'm not gonna judge them on that because I don't know how to do that. Yeah, okay, fuck that. I'm gonna come up with a way right now to do this. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get Wild Dog and Curtis, or we're just gonna get rid of Wild Dog. He's gonna go back somewhere. I don't care where. He's gonna go back to his home or something. That sounds really racist. Like, go back to where he came from, but I'm Mexican, so I can say it to him. But we need to get rid of like that. We need to get rid of the whole trainees. We need to get a Black Canary in there. We need to get more fight scenes in there. We need to get less Felicity being the whole center of the show. We need to get that done. That's over with. We can't have that. We can't have just that little tension between them, like, of a relationship. We can't have that. They're co-workers. She can't be the only one to see through to Oliver. She can't do that. She needs to be on her own. She can't be punching stuff. She's a computer person. She doesn't do that. She doesn't punch people. So let's get that out of the way. Let's bring back some more scenes that are outside and that aren't standing around the computer with their arms on their hips and looking at a screen. Like, that's where he is, because Felicity figured it out. We need to go back out into the field. Is that enough to explain what I think needs to happen? And that's basically what I think needs to happen. I think that the show is really good in season 2. We need to take inspiration from that. They had Black Canary. That just came to my mind. They had, wasn't even Laurel Lance. Wasn't even Laurel. But I was fine with it. And I'm still fine with it, because it was such a good Black Canary. Sarah was a really, really good Black Canary. She was a good fighter. She clicked with Oliver well, and she did the whole Black Canary thing. Her name just wasn't Dinah, and I was like, okay. But even if this new girl, I don't know, if her name's not Dinah, if her name is not Dinah, it doesn't matter. It would be nice if it was Dinah, but it doesn't matter. And then, like I said, it's just about who the character is and how the show is going and how her arc is taken. Because right now, we're just on a weird big mix. That is what I thought about the start of Arrow Season 5B. It's not going to be good for a little while. I think it needs to get worse before it can get better, because you got to remember there's nowhere else to go from the bottom than up. So the bottom was oh my god, the bottom was season 4. Oh my god, I don't even think about season 4. But I think that it can redeem itself if it does everything right. But think about it, we're going into the back half of season 5. That means season 6 is coming up and like shit gets canceled, then like you're not gonna go on. Like the Flash is gonna take your shit. Legends, I hope, gets canceled, and then like we're bringing in a new show. I think. Well, I don't think Jeff Johns tweeted it during New Year's. He said we're gonna be announcing a new show soon. And I think that might have been Constantine on the CW seed. I'm not sure, but I don't think he would have made that big of a hype out of it. That much, hype around it, like to build up around it, if it was just Constantine on CW seed. So that is what I thought about the show. The episode, it was bad. I hated it. Let me know what you guys thought. Don't get mad at me, Olicity. You know what? Whoever supports Olicity in the comments, get mad at me. I don't care, because I hate that shit. It's the worst thing that's ever happened to a TV show. Okay? That is it for the video. I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.